Making your way in the world today takes everything you got.
I don't know if there's anybody in the community who puts in as much time, effort, sweat, and tears.
He single-handedly started this community.
The amount of stuff that you do behind the scenes and just your willingness to help out and to be where it's needed. I don't know how this community would survive without you.
Well, let's talk about his wife. I mean, Sally, she does so much for the school.
No, not Scott Alpert. Scott Friedman.
Scott Friedman? Is he, oh, that, I know who he is. He's David and Joe's older brother, I think, in New York.
Oh, a nice thing about Scott. Let me think.
Scott Friedman? What are you honoring him for?
Something nice about Scott. Wow.
Have you ever had your neighbor barging into your house in his pajamas in the middle of Shabbat dinner while you're having a nice meal with your guests? Well, I have.
My kids really feel like Scott is part of our family. No, seriously, he actually inserted himself by Photoshop into a picture of my family.
Scott stole my car once, but I don't feel special because he did that to everybody.
Changing our license plates to the I Love Eidos borders.
Scott Friedman stole my car.
Stole my car, my wife's purse, my children's bikes.
He stole my car. He stole my wife's car. He stole items out of my wife's purse. He swapped my license plate. He photoshopped my head on incriminating photos.
He picked up the baby snowsuit, pretending she was in there, that she'd just woken up, and he threw it at me.
Got me in trouble with Dr. Kaslov.
You know what Scott did? He took my phone and he changed my wife's number with Shotgun Willie's number.
I called my wife on her cell phone and he answered, pretending to be a detective, telling me she was in jail. He realized how really worried I was because it could have been possible.
Scott Friedman got me deported.
No.
I don't want him to know it's me because, you want to be careful who you're messing with.
I'm not involved.
You know, I have to live next to the guy.
I happen to have the honor of being the father of Scott Friedman. Good evening. Scott never was a very funny person as a kid. I don't want to say he was boring, but his best friend was Noah Makowski. We used to call Noah, and we have no idea why we did that. Yeah, we don't. He came to me one day and he says, "Dad, I've got to talk to you." I said, "What's wrong, Scott?" He says, "I feel that I'm in the wrong body."
Wow.
"Dad, I think I'm a Republican." I called somebody for some professional help and they said he would grow out of it. So whatever you folks do out there, don't mention it, okay? It's a secret in our family. I am Baal Tshuva for the last 3.5 years. So there's a lot of things I don't know. Tisha B'Av was coming and I was feeling weak. I had to get some food. So I went to this Jewish deli and they made me a great corned beef sandwich. So I take the corned beef sandwich, I go to the kollel, I sit down, I asked Rabbi Koslitz, I says, "Rabbi, I have to eat. I'm having a sugar low." He says, "Sit in the back and eat." I'm sitting in the back, there's like 15 people there, and I take a bite out of this corned beef sandwich and I say, "Boy, this is the greatest corned beef sandwich I've ever had." And they all turned around and they looked at me and they said, "David, you're not supposed to be eating meat in the 9 days." Well, I didn't know that. I come home, I call my daughter, and I call my son, Scott, and I tell them, "You know I don't know a lot of different things. You should tell me if there's anything I should do or shouldn't do." And I really was kind of hard on them. 15 minutes later, to my surprise, Scott called me up on the phone and he apologized. So he says to me, okay, you know that you cannot wear new clothes. You cannot wash clothes. You cannot eat meat on the 9 days. And you know about the 3 days. And I said, no, what is the 3 days? He says, the last 3 days, you cannot wear underwear.
Wow.
So I said to him, I never heard, why would you not be able to wear underwear for 3 days? He says, do you think Avram Avinu, Moshe Rabbeinu, and all these people, do you think they wore underwear? And we do this in memory of them. So I said, I don't know. And then he got mad and he says, you know something? You got mad at me because I didn't say anything to you. Now that I tell you what to do, you're getting mad again. I can't keep going like this. Either you want to know or you don't. So I said, okay, I'm sorry. I used my safety net. I called my daughter to find out if it was true. And I realized what Scott did is he was trying to do something funny and cute and hoping that I would go to shul and say to everybody there, how do you like the last 3 days? Nobody in this place is wearing underwear.
Watched what he's done, what you've done over the years at the shul, and have been just blown away by your energy.
There are so many different things that you're involved in, and you always follow through and make sure that projects are successful.
Scott does do a lot for the show. He is actually our de facto president.
If not for Scott, we wouldn't have all these people move into the community, stay here because they love him so much.
Everyone I know appreciates it, even those who complain about you, which are many.
I'm very proud of my son. I'm happy that you've decided to honor him, and he's really a great kid. He's gone way above my expectations.
I love you, Abba. I love you, Dad. Love you, Dad. We love you, Dad.
Can you say Scott stole my car?
And then Scott did steal my car.
One more time. Scott stole my car.
And Scott did steal my car.
Scary man.
Invited Bibi without my permission.
I don't remember. What do you want me to say?